Hey guys, welcome to another video from Gradvine. We are doing a new video series named Navigating the US F-1 visa journey, where we share insights and experiences to assist future students in their visa application process. And today we have an exceptional guest who recently obtained her US visa. Let us hear about her experience and the valuable tips she has to offer. Thank you for joining us today, Pranchal. Could you please introduce yourself and share your academic background and the university you have been admitted to?
Yeah, hi. I'm glad to be here and I have been admitted to University of Massachusetts Amherst and Northeastern University and University of Cincinnati. I finally chose to get into UMass Amherst.
Great, Pranchal. Now let's dive into your visa application journey. Could you please share your experience at the visa application center?
Yeah, sure. Application wise, when I was filling out my DS-160 form, I did not find much difficulty. It was rather straightforward, and I took help from Gradvine mentors when I had some doubts in the DS-160. That was smooth. That did not have any problem. And then about carrying documents, there are so many myths around it. And when you join different WhatsApp groups, different Telegram groups, there are so many people telling you to do many different things in many different ways. So you, at the end of the day, you are really confused. But I would say from Gradvine, Sarthak helped me a lot with collecting documents and everything. And that was really relieving for me. And then at the visa application center, first when I went for my biometrics, actually I had no idea. I did not watch any sort of these videos where people discuss their experiences. So I was blank. I went in there clueless. So I reached ahead of time, and I would recommend that you reach ahead of time for your biometrics and for your interview.
So where was it, by the way?
Mine was at the Mumbai consulate, both biometrics and interview. So I would say reach ahead of time because they let me in like 45 minutes before my given slot. There's like a huge queue. If you are reaching ahead of time, that's a big advantage because in your slot, you can go inside the first and get done with the whole process very fast. So when I went inside, there was a queue for verifying documents first. They took my DS-160 passport and service fee confirmation receipt, and then she checked, and then they put a barcode on my passport. That barcode is like the identification for you throughout the whole process. And I mean that will be handy for them even during your interview as well, and even when you collect back your passport. So that barcode was put on my passport, and then I was sent to another queue, after which I was on I was standing in front of a counter. There was this lady who asked to put my fingerprints, and then she took my photograph, and that was it. The biometrics process was nothing to worry about. It took me hardly 5 minutes because, like I said, because I went ahead of time, I was the first one in my time slot. So yeah, so it took me like hardly 5 minutes to get this whole process done, document verification and my picture and fingerprints and everything. And then I was out in no time. uh, One thing I would say is, uh, I did not face this, but I saw people going through this inside. Their DS-160 was wrong. Some details in their DS-160 were wrong, so they had to get it corrected and join back the queue again. So I would say double check, triple check your DS-160 form. And another thing that I observed is people who took a lot of things inside the VAC. I mean, smartwatches, this, that, whatnot. They had to cut out of the queue, go to a locker, put their things, and then join back the queue after many people had joined. So that wasted a lot of time. Yeah. So that is one thing I would say. Like, if you have someone waiting for you outside, just give everything to them, carry your documents inside, so it'll be easy for us to get done with the process inside.
Yeah, that's some valuable information, Pranchal. Fill your DS-160 carefully. Don't carry any watches or anything, any gadgets with you. And the third one is the most important. Go early just to get it done as soon as possible. Amazing. This will help a lot of people. And now let's talk about the most awaited part, the visa interview. Could you share your experience and highlighting the questions and your responses? How was it like, and how many minutes it was? That would be great.
Yes. So for my visa interview preparation, all I did was I joined this group where all the admitted students of UMass Amherst for fall 23 are there, and they had their visa interviews earlier, so they kept sharing their experiences in the WhatsApp group. They kept sharing the questions that they were asked and all. I was just trying to, find out the common questions in those and preparing for those a lot. Common questions that I found were, how are you going to fund your education? And yeah, that was one thing which was everywhere. And for in my case, I hadn't worked before applying for masters, so I am applying immediately after my UG. So there was this question among no experienced people, that how much was your UG GPA, and what did you do as your project for your undergraduate project. So I saw these 3 4 questions, and which were very common, so I prepared those. I also like had these telegram groups going on in which there were so many controversial things. I was really scared. For example, there is this question: what do you intend to do after masters, or what do you intend to do in the USA? There are many people who will tell you, do not mention about OPT period at all, or do not mention about CPT at all, because they'll think that you'll get employment there and whatnot. But then Sarthak from Gradvine told me that they're giving you that OPT period for a reason. They know that you'll use it. So why do you want to lie about it, saying that I won't use, or I'll come back immediately after getting my degree? That made a lot of sense to me. So I thought, okay, why not mention it? So this was something about the preparation phase. Yeah, many myths around it and everything. I would say just only and only go with the reliable resources. Otherwise, just stay away from those. Coming to the interview experience itself, again on this day also, it was in Mumbai only. It was a 10:30 a.m. slot. On the interview day also, I went 50 minutes early. Again, here also they sent me in early. Actually, it was a very big place. I was like getting nervous seeing that only. That, oh my god, what's going to happen? This looks really, daunting. It was nervous. And then I also met like 2 3 other students who were from various universities, and I talked to them. They were sharing their preparation tips with me, which got me even confused. But I just thought I'll stick to what I thought earlier. I'll just answer how I feel is correct, and answer honestly, for that matter. And then going inside, there was a queue for fingerprint verification first, and they just verify if you, from your previous biometrics info, that you're the same person. After that, there was another queue for the interviews itself, and then there was like a line of counters, and uh, there were like different people from different nationalities who were taking interviews. And I also heard myths around, it's very hard to catch their accent and everything, but it's not like that. They know that you are Indians, and they just like try to speak slowly for you, so that it's easily understandable. So that's one myth, that people say you can't understand their accent and everything. It's not like that. And then they're actually very kind, to be honest. And then the interview line, i was I was appointed to go to a counter. I went and stood there. There were like 2 other people in front of me. During that time also, I was like trying to keep myself calm. That's it. I mean, the last minute prep and everything is all a bad idea. Just all you have to do is be calm.
Yes, because the
And then
nervousness in the room itself, it's totally on another
exactly.
level.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then I went there, and I greeted him. I said, good morning, officer, and he said, good morning, how are you doing? And that the how are you doing made me feel relieved, because I was like, okay, this person is kind. This, like, he's a normal human being. I have nothing to worry about. So, and then I said, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. And how are you doing? And he said, I'm great. Thanks for asking. And then he asked me only 2 questions. It was unbelievable. He asked me, what do you want to specialize in within computer science? I said, officer, I want to specialize in data science. And then he asked, what do you intend to do after your master's degree? And this was one question that I said I had really controversial answers about. But I was just honest. I just said that I want to get the best out of my master's degree, and then I'll use my OPT period. I'll get some industry experience. Then I'll come back to India and work as a data scientist at Google. And that's one tip that was really helpful, I guess, because saying that you want to work at X company as this role shows that you have a good planning, you have a vision. So that was it. And before I even finished answering the second question, he said, "Okay, I'm approving your visa. All the best." And I was like, "Thank you so much." That's it. I could not believe that it went that smoothly.
How did it felt like once he approved your visa?
Oh my God, that was uh, I just I was almost dancing over there. I could not stop smiling. My dad was waiting outside. I thought I would prank him by, making like a sad face. But I just could not. That smile, it just gave it away. Yeah. It was a very, very happy feeling. Yeah.
Awesome, Pranchal. Thank you for sharing your insights, Pranchal. Finally, could you offer some advice and tips for prospective students who are preparing for the US visa interview?
Yeah, MS applications itself, right from the start, it's very energy consuming. You have to put in a lot of effort into it, and while you have your visa interview coming up, you still have a lot of things to do in the background. So you have to find out roommates, you have to find a house to live in, you have whatnot. There are so many post admit things that you are busy with, and visa interview might seem like what's going to happen, this is what decides everything. Okay, that's very nervous, it makes you really nervous. So I would say, just the key is to follow only reliable resources. One, do not get into the all the group scam telegram and everything. They keep telling you do this, do that. Just don't. Get only reliable resource information from your reliable resources, and try to be patient and calm. That's it. If you are stammering a lot and because of the stress, then it's not helping your interview. So in order to get your mind think straight, you have to be calm during the interview. That's all I would share. Go ahead of time and those things. Yeah.
Right, right, right. That was fantastic advice, Pranchal. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us today. I'm sure this will incredibly help a lot of students who are giving their visa interviews upcoming. And remember, only the preparation, confidence, and the right resources can make a significant difference. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you so much.